Have you ever felt like something inside you sets you apart from the rest, as if you carry an invisible mark that connects you to a higher purpose? Have you ever wondered if there are spiritual signs that only a select few can perceive and understand? In this video we will explore a fascinating topic, the spiritual traits and signs that only those on a special path of self-discovery carry with them. We are not talking about something that can be seen with the eyes, but about deep marks in the soul, signs that indicate that your life is destined for something bigger, more meaningful. You may have felt throughout your life that you don't quite fit into this world, or that you've experienced moments of deep spiritual connection that others don't seem to understand. Today, we're going to break down those unique spiritual traits. We will see how to recognize them, what they mean, and if you also carry them with you. Stay with us, because on this journey into the depths of your being, you might discover that you have always been one of the chosen ones. But who are the chosen ones really? And what does it mean to wear this spiritual mark? We are not talking about external privileges, status, or superficial recognition. The true mark of the chosen ones is not seen with the eyes, it is felt in the soul. It is an inner signal that those called to awaken intuitively recognize. People who wear this mark are not necessarily perfect or enlightened. They are beings in a constant process of evolution, struggling to understand the deeper dimensions of life and its purpose. The spirit mark is a reminder that your soul is on a journey, one that is not always easy, but is full of meaning and truth. The chosen ones are those who feel a call to explore the unseen, that which is beyond the physical. They are those who have decided to embrace the deep, the questions that others avoid, and the truths that are often uncomfortable. Throughout this video, we're going to break down the signs that indicate if you also carry this mark. Could you be one of them? Keep watching to find out if you're on the path of the chosen. In many spiritual traditions, from the most ancient to the most contemporary, there is talk of a kind of mark that certain individuals bear. But it's not a mark you can see, nor a scar or a visible symbol. It is a much deeper mark, an inner sign that distinguishes those who are on a path of spiritual awakening. This mark is not intended for a few out of privilege, but arises as a result of a calling, of an inner resonance with the universe, with the divine or with the profound truth of existence. Those who bear this mark often feel, from a very early age, that there is something different in their lives. Perhaps they wonder why they have a nagging sense that they are destined for something greater, or perhaps they feel a disconnect from the material world and everyday worries that seem to absorb most. This mark, though invisible, manifests through certain traits and signs that reflect a higher level of consciousness, a deep connection to the spiritual, and a relentless search for truth. In ancient scriptures and spiritual teachings, these people were often referred to as the elect. But we should not confuse this concept with something elitist or exclusive. It is not that some are better than others, but that certain souls have reached a point in their evolution where they are ready to receive more, to see beyond the visible and to hear beyond the audible. They are souls who, by their nature, are willing to embrace the unknown, the mystical, the invisible. These people do not always recognize themselves as bearers of this mark. In fact, many times they feel confused, lost, and may even go through periods of deep suffering, feeling that they do not fit into this world. But within that sense of alienation lies the key to his awakening. Those who bear this mark are not meant to follow conventional paths, but to chart their own path, one that leads them to a deeper knowledge of themselves and existence. A common sign of this spiritual mark is the deep connection with nature. For the bearers of the brand, the natural world is not only a stage on which life unfolds, but a living manifestation of universal energy. They feel that every tree, every river, every mountain has something to teach them, as if they were reflections of larger truths that are yet to be discovered. This connection does not always manifest itself in words, but it is a feeling that resonates with your being. It's as if nature speaks a language that only they could understand. Another key sign is extreme sensitivity to the energies and emotions of others. These people are highly empathetic, and often feel the pain, joy, or suffering of others as if they were their own. This ability can be overwhelming, as sometimes they don't know how to handle the intensity of what they feel. But it is also a powerful tool for healing, both of themselves and others. Those who bear this mark often find themselves in positions where they can help others, either directly or indirectly, by being sources of support, wisdom, or guidance. The search for spiritual knowledge is another characteristic sign. The bearers of this mark are not satisfied with the superficial answers offered by the material world. They feel an inner need to explore the occult, the sacred, the mystical. This can lead them to study different spiritual traditions, philosophies, or esoteric practices, always looking for that spark of truth that resonates with their soul. No matter how many questions you answer, new questions always arise, because your search is relentless, a continuous journey towards the understanding of the divine. Synchronicity is another sign that accompanies the chosen ones. Throughout their lives, they experience moments when everything seems to align perfectly, as if the universe itself is guiding their path. These events are not mere coincidences, but signs that you are in tune with a higher reality. Sometimes these moments come in the darkest of times, providing clarity and direction when they need it most. It's as if the universe is telling them, you're exactly where you need to be. Those who bear the mark often experience a gradual awakening of psychic or intuitive abilities. They are not always dramatic or flashy skills, but they are subtle abilities that allow them to perceive what is beyond the physical. Maybe they sense people's energies before they speak, or they have vivid dreams that seem to contain messages. These abilities are a manifestation of your connection to the unseen, proof that you are attuned to forces that most people do not perceive. But how can you tell if you also carry this mark? What are those specific signs and traits that might indicate that you are on this spiritual path? Trait 1: Deep connection with nature. If you've ever felt an inexplicable connection to nature, a kind of silent communication between you and the natural world, you may be experiencing one of the most common traits of the chosen ones. For those on a deep spiritual path, nature is not just a physical environment or a place of beauty, it is an inexhaustible source of wisdom and energy. The trees, the wind, the water, the mountains, they all seem to speak a secret language that only a few can understand. This connection goes beyond simply appreciating a beautiful landscape. It's a feeling that you're attuned to something bigger, something that surpasses you but includes you at the same time. When you walk through a forest, you feel revitalized, as if nature is feeding you with its energy. You can feel the life that beats in every leaf, in every branch, and it is as if those natural elements have a message for you, something that resonates deep within your being. This connection is not limited to the tranquility or peace that many experience in nature. It goes further, toward an intuitive understanding that the earth itself is alive, aware, and in constant communication with you. This sensitivity to nature is more than just an affinity. It is a way to tune into the energy of the planet, to connect with the natural cycles that govern all life. Many times, those who bear this spiritual mark feel called to protect and care for the environment, recognizing that there is an interdependence between all living beings. For them, the well-being of the planet is not only an ecological issue, but also a spiritual one. Feeling this connection can also awaken in you a deep compassion for all living things, from animals to plants. You recognize that each of them has a purpose, a mission, within the great fabric of life. Some even experience a greater sensitivity to the lunar cycles, the seasons, and even the movements of the stars, perceiving how these affect their personal energy and spiritual path. If you feel this intense connection to nature, it's likely a sign that your soul is deeply aligned with the universe. It is a constant reminder that although we are individuals, we are also part of a vaster and more mysterious whole, constantly evolving and communicating with us. Trait 2. Extreme sensitivity and empathy. One of the most evident traits of the chosen is their deep sensitivity and empathy towards others. These people not only observe the emotions of those around them, but they feel them as if they were their own. It is as if your heart is intertwined with that of others, perceiving not only what is expressed verbally, but also the hidden pain, the secret joys, and the inner struggles that often remain silent. This extreme sensitivity makes them constant recipients of the emotional energies that surround them. This kind of empathy goes beyond ordinary compassion. Those who bear this spiritual mark can feel overwhelmed in environments where there is a lot of suffering, as they absorb the emotions of others without even trying. Being in a room full of people, they can pick up on emotional vibrations, from the slightest trace of anxiety to deep joy, and experience them as if they belong to them. This can be both a gift and a challenge, as it's not always easy to distinguish between one's own emotions and those of others. However, this extreme empathy is also a powerful tool. It allows them to connect with people on a deeper level, helping them in ways that others cannot. By understanding the suffering of others from within, they have a unique ability to comfort, heal, and guide those in need. Many times, the chosen ones find themselves in the roles of healers, counselors, or spiritual guides, precisely because of this ability to understand and alleviate the pain of others. Empathy manifests itself not only in suffering, but also in love and joy. When the chosen ones connect with someone who is going through a moment of happiness, they also feel it intensely. This emotional resonance allows them to celebrate life with a unique intensity, living the moments of fullness and joy with an open heart. However, it is important for those who carry this trait to learn how to manage it. Extreme empathy can be exhausting if emotional boundaries aren't balanced. The chosen ones must learn to protect themselves energetically, developing self-care techniques to avoid feeling drained. Meditation, connection with nature, and alone time are tools that can help them recharge their energy and maintain the balance between their sensitivity and well-being. Ultimately, extreme sensitivity and empathy are not weaknesses, but expressions of a spiritual heart that is deeply connected to humanity. Those who carry this trait have the ability to transform pain into healing, and suffering into compassion, being beacons of light for others. Trait 3. Attraction to spiritual knowledge. One of the most marked traits of the elect is their unquenchable thirst for spiritual knowledge. From an early age, these people feel an innate curiosity for everything that goes beyond the visible and tangible. They are not satisfied with the superficial answers that the material world offers them. They need to go further, to delve into the mysteries of life, the soul, and the universe. For them, spiritual knowledge is not just a hobby or passing interest, but an essential part of their life purpose. This attraction to the mystical and the transcendental drives them to explore different spiritual traditions, philosophies, and esoteric practices. They may be drawn to sacred books, ancient texts, or teachings from great spiritual masters, always looking for that spark of truth that resonates with the depths of their being. From Eastern mysticism, ancestral shamanism, to the study of the stars and cosmic energies, everything that has a spiritual tinge draws you in powerfully. The chosen ones are not only looking for answers, but they are constantly on the lookout for deeper questions. This tireless search is a sign that your soul is on a continuous journey of expansion and evolution. For them, each new piece of spiritual knowledge is a door that opens to a greater understanding of the universe and its place in it. They feel that by learning more about the sacred, they are getting closer to their divine purpose, to the mission they came to fulfill in this life. However, this search is not always easy. It can lead them down paths of doubt, confusion, and questioning, where the answers aren't always clear. But unlike others, they do not run away from these uncertainties, but embrace them as part of their spiritual growth. They recognize that true spiritual knowledge is not linear or simple, but often involves facing the unknown and embracing the mysterious. The attraction to spiritual knowledge is also accompanied by a keen intuition. The elect have a natural ability to discern which teachings are authentic and which are not, guided by an inner compass that leads them to what truly resonates with their soul. This intuition helps them filter the information they receive, distinguishing between what is merely intellectual and what has deep spiritual value. For those who carry this brand, learning never stops. No matter how many books you've read or how many experiences you've had, there's always something more to discover, there's always a new layer of wisdom waiting to be revealed. And most importantly, they feel that this knowledge is not only for their own growth, but also to share with others. The chosen ones often feel the urge to teach, guide, or inspire others on their own spiritual path, knowing that their individual pursuit is connected to collective awakening. If you feel a constant attraction to spiritual knowledge, it is a clear sign that you bear the mark of the elect. This thirst for wisdom is the manifestation of a soul that has been called to explore the depths of existence and to walk the path of self-discovery and enlightenment. Trait 4. Synchronicity experiences. One of the most intriguing and powerful traits of the chosen ones is the frequent appearance of synchronicities in their lives. Synchronicity refers to those moments when events, people, or circumstances seem to align perfectly, as if an invisible force is guiding the way. If it has happened to you that certain events happen at the right time, or you meet key people when you need them most, you may be experiencing this phenomenon. For the chosen ones, synchronicity is not simply a coincidence. It is a sign that you are attuned to a greater plan, one that transcends conscious control. These experiences often manifest as small coincidences that, when observed closely, reveal a complex network of interconnections that goes beyond what the intellect can comprehend. Maybe you were thinking about someone, and suddenly you get a call from that person, or you find a book that contains exactly the answer to a question you've been asking yourself. These moments are not random, they are messages from the universe, indicating that you are on the right path. Synchronicities can also act as compasses, guiding you toward important decisions or alerting you to changes you need to make in your life. Often, they come in times of uncertainty or confusion, giving you clarity and direction. It's as if the universe is orchestrating these events to help you move forward on your spiritual journey. The more aware you are of these signs, the easier it is for you to trust that there is a higher intelligence guiding your life. In addition, synchronicities not only manifest in external events, but also in your internal feelings. You may experience a sense of knowing when something is right for you, or a sense that everything is happening for a greater reason, even though at the time you may not be able to fully understand why. This inner connection to outer events is one of the clearest ways to perceive that your life is aligned with a spiritual purpose. For the chosen ones, these experiences of synchronicity serve as reminders that they are not alone. Even in the most challenging moments, when everything seems uncertain, the universe is working in the background, weaving invisible threads that bind your desires, your efforts, and your destiny. By accepting and acknowledging these signs, you begin to walk with more confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, and that every step you take is backed by a greater energy. If you have experienced moments of synchronicity, it is an indication that you are in tune with the flow of the universe, responding to a deeper spiritual calling. These events invite you to trust the process, to let go of control, and to open yourself up to the magic of the unknown. Thus, little by little, you realize that life is not just a series of fortuitous events, but a coordinated dance in which every movement has a purpose, and you are a vital part of that cosmic symphony. Beyond the visible and obvious features we have mentioned, there are also much more subtle signs, almost imperceptible to the untrained eye, that indicate the presence of a spiritual mark. These signs are not as easy to identify with the naked eye, but they resonate deep within those who experience them. They are small signs that appear at unexpected moments, sensations or intuitions that do not always have a logical explanation, but that indicate that something bigger is happening in the background of your life. These subtle signs are equally important and revealing on your spiritual path. Sign 1. Feeling of belonging to another place or time. Have you ever felt like you don't quite fit into this world, like you're a stranger in your own reality? This sense of not belonging is more common than you realize among those who carry a deep spiritual mark. It is as if your soul is connected to another place, to another time, something beyond what your physical eyes can see. If you experience this frequently, it may be a sign that your soul has traveled through multiple dimensions or lifetimes, picking up experiences and wisdom from other times and places. This feeling of disconnection with the present can manifest itself in several ways. Maybe you feel that worldly concerns or social conventions don't touch you in the same way as others. While others are comfortable in the daily grind, you may feel a constant need to seek something more, something that seems to be beyond this plane of existence. The norms of society may seem irrelevant or insignificant to you, as if you are living in a reality that is not entirely yours. In some cases, this feeling can awaken a deep nostalgia for a place or a time that you cannot define. You might feel an inexplicable connection to ancient cultures, past civilizations, or even future eras. This can lead you to explore different traditions, philosophies, or cultures, looking for clues that will help you understand where this longing comes from. Certain images, music, or stories from ancient times may awaken in you a sense of familiarity, as if you had already been there once. This sign can be related to the belief in reincarnation or in the soul's journey through different lives and dimensions. Your soul, having lived experiences in other times and places, carries with it fragments of those past lives, which manifest in your current life as feelings of disconnection or longing. Although this can be difficult to process, it is also an opportunity to embrace the idea that your being is much vaster than this incarnation. This feeling of not belonging, far from being an inconvenience, is a sign that your soul is deeply connected to larger realities. It reminds you that you are a cosmic traveler, that you have traveled spiritual paths that others may not be able to understand. It is an indication that your purpose is not limited to this life or this world, and that your soul has a mission that transcends the boundaries of time and space. Sign 2. Vivid and premonitory dreams. One of the most fascinating signs that can indicate a spiritual mark is the experience of vivid and foreboding dreams. Those who bear this mark often have dreams that go beyond the simple brain activity of sleep. Rather than being mere constructs of the mind, these dreams seem to convey profound messages or visions about the future, connecting them to something greater than themselves. These dreams can be so intense and realistic that, when you wake up, you often feel that you are still immersed in that dream reality. The details are clear, the colors are vibrant, and the emotions are intense. These dreams may include encounters with significant figures, powerful symbols, or events that resonate with your current experiences. At times, they may seem confusing or enigmatic, but as you reflect on them, they often reveal hidden truths about yourself or about situations that are yet to come. People with this ability can often find themselves in a process of interpreting their dreams, looking for patterns and meanings. They can start keeping a dream journal to record what they experienced during the night, helping them discern important messages that may have implications in their daily lives. Some of these dreams can even predict future events or provide guidance on decisions they need to make, acting as a kind of spiritual compass. Sometimes, these premonitory dreams can manifest in ways that warn you about situations or people in your life. Maybe you dream of a warning about a relationship or a change in your career that you haven't considered yet. On other occasions, visions of situations may arise that will materialize in the near future. This can be disconcerting, as not everyone is ready to process or accept these messages, but for the chosen ones, it is a way of connecting with their intuition and inner guidance. In addition, vivid and premonitory dreams do not only offer warnings or predictions, they can also provide a deep sense of healing and emotional release. Some dreams can facilitate the resolution of past traumas or help release repressed emotions, allowing the dreamer to wake up with a sense of peace and clarity. Often, these dreams act as catalysts for self-discovery, helping the chosen ones understand aspects of themselves that might otherwise remain hidden. Ultimately, if you find yourself experiencing vivid and foreboding dreams, consider this a sign that your soul is awake and in tune with the currents of the universe. These dreams are a reminder that there is a deeper reality at stake, and that your spiritual journey is guided by a higher purpose. By heeding these messages, you can find a clearer path to your destination and embrace the spiritual journey unfolding before you. Sign 3: Awakening to new psychic abilities. As you progress on your spiritual journey, you may begin to discover and experience an awakening of new psychic abilities. These abilities can manifest in a variety of ways, but they are commonly associated with an increase in intuition and perception beyond what the physical senses can grasp. If you feel that your intuition has sharpened, or that you have the ability to perceive invisible energies, this could be a clear sign that your soul is evolving and opening up to a larger reality. Sharpened intuition is one of the most common skills that emerge during this process. You may start to feel more in tune with your instincts, making decisions based on hunches that are often proven to be correct. This kind of intuition goes beyond logic. It is an inner wisdom that guides you through complicated or uncertain situations. Many times, this intuition can manifest itself in physical sensations, such as a knot in your stomach or a sense of peace in your heart, that warn you about the direction you should take. In addition to intuition, you may begin to perceive energies that previously went unnoticed. This can include the ability to read the environment around you, feeling the emotions and vibrations of the people around you. Some chosen ones report experiences of feeling the energy of others, detecting not only their emotional state, but also their intentions and motivations. This can be a powerful tool in your interpersonal relationships, allowing you to make deeper, more authentic connections with others. Some may even experience openness to more advanced psychic abilities, such as clairvoyance, clairsentiment, or the ability to communicate with spirit guides or beings from other dimensions. These abilities, while they may seem unusual or disconcerting, are manifestations of a being that is beginning to expand and connect with higher levels of consciousness. As they develop, it's critical to approach them with an open mind and a willingness to learn, allowing the experience to guide you rather than scare you. This awakening can bring with it a mixture of emotions. On the one hand, there is a sense of wonder at discovering these new capabilities, but on the other hand, it can also lead to confusion or fear, especially if you don't know how to handle them. The key is to remember that this process is natural and part of your spiritual growth. By taking the time to practice meditation, mindfulness, or studying psychic development techniques, you can learn how to channel and control these skills effectively. If you find yourself on a path where psychic abilities are emerging, recognize it as a positive sign that your soul is expanding and aligning with a higher purpose. Not only do these skills enrich your life, but they can also be a valuable tool for guiding others on their own spiritual journey. If you identify with some of the traits we've explored, you may be on the path of the chosen ones, those individuals who bear a unique spiritual mark. But don't worry if you haven't developed all of these signs yet. Spiritual awakening is a personal journey and each of us moves at our own pace. The most important thing is to keep exploring, learning, and most of all, listening to your intuition. First and foremost, it's critical to acknowledge and accept your experiences and feelings. Many people who feel different or who perceive the world in a unique way can come to question themselves, feeling out of place. However, accepting that you have a particular spiritual path is the first step toward growth. Allow yourself to feel what you feel without judgment, and recognize that these experiences are valid and meaningful. The simple act of personal validation can open doors to greater self-understanding and self-acceptance. One of the most effective ways to deepen your spiritual journey is through meditation and mindfulness practice. These practices will help you calm your mind, connect with your inner self, and sharpen your intuition. Meditation will allow you to explore inner silence, where answers to your deepest questions can emerge. You can start with simple practices, such as meditating for a few minutes a day, focusing on your breath and allowing thoughts to flow without holding on to them. Over time, you may experience deeper or guided meditations that help you explore specific aspects of your life and spirituality. The exploration of spiritual knowledge is also essential on this journey. Read books, attend workshops, or look for online resources that resonate with you. Immersing yourself in spiritual teachings can provide you with a greater understanding of your experiences and help you connect with others on the same path. Seek out mentors or spiritual communities that support and inspire you. These connections can be valuable, as we often find comfort and encouragement in those who share our experiences and values. It's also important to pay attention to your body and emotions. The sensitivity and empathy, which often accompany the chosen ones, can be a gift, but they can also be overwhelming. Develop self-care practices that help you stay balanced. This can include activities such as practicing yoga, journaling, nature walks, or anything that connects you to your essence. Learning how to protect your energy is crucial. Sometimes, environments or people can drain your spiritual energy. Learn to set healthy boundaries and take care of yourself, remembering that it's okay to prioritize your well-being. As you continue to explore your spiritual journey, listen carefully to your intuition. This is a beacon that can guide you in times of confusion. If you feel like something isn't right or that you need to change direction, trust those feelings. Intuition is a powerful tool that can help you discern what's best for you at each stage of your journey. Don't underestimate the wisdom you carry within. Finally, remember that spiritual awakening is an ongoing journey and not a final destination. There's no finish line you need to rush to. Every step you take, every learning, and every challenge brings you closer to the essence of who you really are. Enjoy the process, celebrate your discoveries, and don't be afraid to explore new areas of your spirituality. Whether it's through art, music, nature, or any other form of expression, it allows your creativity and curiosity to take you to new heights. In conclusion, if you identify traits that indicate that you are part of the chosen ones, remember that each experience is unique. Embracing your path, listening to your intuition, and practicing self-care will allow you to confidently move forward on this spiritual journey. Over time, you will find that all of these aspects intertwine to form the wondrous tapestry of your spiritual life, leading you to a greater connection with yourself and the universe. On this spiritual journey, recognizing the traits and signs that may indicate that you are one of the chosen ones is just the beginning. Each of us carries a unique story and purpose that transcends the visible. As you explore and delve into your inner being, it is essential to remember that spiritual awakening is not a competition or a linear path. Every step you take, whether forward or backward, is part of a larger process of self-discovery. Allow yourself the flexibility to feel, learn, and grow in your own time. What may seem confusing or overwhelming today will eventually turn into wisdom and clarity. Listening to your intuition and validating your experiences is key to this journey. Also, don't hesitate to seek connections with others who share your path. The community can offer support, inspiration, and a sense of belonging that is invaluable. Finally, Embrace the beauty of the process. Every trait, every sign, and every challenge are opportunities to grow and expand your consciousness. In doing so, you get closer not only to the essence of your being, but also to the connection with the vast universe around you. This is a sacred journey, and you are the protagonist of your own spiritual story. Now that we've explored the traits and signs of the chosen ones, we want to hear from you. Do you identify with any of these traits? What experiences have you had on your own spiritual journey? Share your reflections in the comments and join the conversation with our community. Your voice is important and can inspire others on their way. If you want to go deeper into this topic and discover additional resources, don't forget to enter the link in the video description. We are waiting for you there. If you have been inspired by this video, we invite you to subscribe to the channel, like the video and activate the notification bell so that you continue to receive more videos like this one. Thank you for being part of our Essential Vibrations community. Remember to share this message with those people you think can help them. See you in the following video.